friends, welcome to Royal Learning Channel. My name is Oluwatoyin. Today we are going to talk about conversion from order basis to base 10. Conversion from order basis to base 10. Then I'm going to use two methods of converting order numbers to what? To base 10. So the first method is called power expansion method, while the second method is called the successive multiplication. So I'm going to use the two methods to explain what conversion of order base to what? To base 10. So let's take examples. Example 1, convert 4307 base 8 to base 10. We want to convert 4307 base 8 to base 10. Then I will use the first method, which is called what? Power expansion method. Method 1. Power expansion method. Then under the power expansion method, you multiply out the number base using the power of their place value. You multiply out the number base using the power of their place value. Then you add the resulting solution together. So let's use the first method now, which is called power expansion. So we have 4307 base what? Base 8. So place the power of their place value on each number or digit. So what is the power of what? The power of 7. The place value, the power of the place value of 7 is 0. So the power of the place value of 0 is 1. So that of 3 is 2. So this one is what? Is 3. So let's multiply out the following numbers with their what? With their base. Let's multiply out the following numbers, the digits here with their base. So the first number is what? 4. You multiply it by what? By the base 8. Then raise to the power of the place value. So that will be 4 times 8. 4 times the base. Then raise to power what? Your place value 3. Then plus the next number now is what? Is 3. You multiply it by the base. Raise to the power of your place value. So that is 3 times 8 raised to power what? What's our place value here? 2. Then plus the next one is what? Is 0. So 0 times what? Your base. That's 0 times 8. What is the place value of 0? Which is 1. Then plus the last one is what? Is 7. 7 times your base. So that's 7 times 8. Then raise to power your what? Your place value, which is what? 0. So let's take it one after the other now. So this one will now be 4 times, then this 8 means 8 in 3 places. You multiply 8 in 3 places. That is what? 8 times 8 times 8 plus 3 times 8 raised to power 2 means 8 in 2 places. 8 times 8. Then plus 0 times 8 raised to power 1. Any number raised to power 1 is that number. So 8 raised to power 1 is what? Is 8. Then plus 7 times any number raised to power 0 is what? Is 1. So therefore 8 raised to power 0 is what? Is 1. Then let's multiply out our resulting solution. Let's multiply it out. So 4 times 8 raised to power 3 will now be 4 times 8 times 8 times 8 will give us 2048. 2048 plus 3 times 8 times 8 will give us 192 plus 0 times 8 will give us 0. Then 7 times 1 will give us what? 7. By the time we add everything together, you are going to get 2247 what? Base what? Base 10. since we are converting to base 10. That is conversion of what? Conversion of other bases to base 10. So I use power expansion method. Let's use the second method. Let's use the second method, method 2, which is called what? Successive multiplication. Method 2 is what? Successive multiplication. That is 4, 3, 0, 7. So the first stage, you multiply the first number. Method 2, that's successive multiplication. Successive multiplication. So the first stage, you use 8 to multiply, that is your base, to multiply the first number. So 4 times 8. So 4 times 8 is what? 8 times 4 is 32. Then you bring this number down, then plus 3. So 32 plus 3 will give us 35. So this one will give us 35. So 35 times whatever you get here, 35 times what? You multiply it by your base again. 35 times 8. Then 35 times 8 will give us 280. 280. Then you bring the next number down, the next digit down, plus the next digit will still give us what? 280. 280. Then 280 times your base again times 8. 280 times 8 will give us 2240. 8 times 0, 0. 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 8 is 64. That's 4. Carry 6. So 8 times 2, 16. Then 16 plus 6 will give us 22. 22. So after that, you bring the next digit down. You add the next digit, that is 7. So which is equal to 2240 plus 7 will give us 2247. So base 10. So that is the second method. We call it what? Successive multiplication. Successive multiplication method. So let's take another example. Example 2. Convert 1034 base 6 to base 10. So method 1. Let's use method 1. So method 1 is what? Power expansion. Power expansion method. Power expansion method. So under power expansion, you multiply out the digit with the what? With the number base, with the base, then raise to the what? The power of their place value. Multiply out the digits with the what? With the new base, with the base, then raise to their what? The power of their place value. So we have 1, 0, 3, 4. So the power of what? The place value of the power of 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3. Then base what? Base 6. So let's multiply out with our base and raise to the what? Our place value. Raise to the power of our place value. So which is equal to 1 times, my base is 6. 1 times 6. 1 times 6. Then the place value of 6 is what? Is 3. Plus 0 times 6. 0 times 6. Then the place value of what? Of 0 is 2. Plus 3 times 6. 3 times 6. Then the place value of 3 is what? Is 1. Plus the last number is 4. 4 times 6. The place value is what? Is 0. So that's 4 times 6 raised to power 0. So which is equal to 1 times 6 raised to power 3 means 1 times 6 times 6 times 6. That's 6 in 3 places. Plus the second one is 0 times 6 raised to power 2 means 6 times 6. That's 6 in 2 places. Then plus 3 times 6 raised to power 1 is what? Is 6. That's any number raised to power 1 is that number. Plus 4 times any number raised to power 0 is what? Is 1. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. So let's multiply out. 6 times 6, 36. Then 36 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. That's 6. Carry 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 3 will give us 21. So the first one will give us 216. 216 plus the 0 times 6, 0. 0 times 6 will give us 0. 3 times 6 will give us 18. Plus 4 times 1 is what? Is 4. So let's add all the numbers that we have here together. 216 plus 18, then plus 1. 6 plus 8, that is 14. 14 plus 1, that is 15. 5. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give us what? 3. Then 2. So our final answer is 235. So we are converting to what? To base 10. Base 10. Base 10. So the final answer is 235 base. Sorry. This one is 4. 4 times 1. We forgot the last one. 18. Then 4 times 1 is 4. So plus 4. Plus 4. 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8, that is 14. 14 plus 4, that's 18. So this one is 8. Carry 1, that's 3. 238. So our answer is 238 base 10. 238 base 10. So let's use the second method. And let's see, maybe we are going to arrive at the same answer. Let's use successive multiplication method, method 2. So method 2. Method 2 is successive multiplication method. So 1, 0, 3, 4. Then to the base of what? Base 6. Then want to use successive multiplication method. So the first stage, you multiply 1 by your what? By your base. So 1 times 6 will give us 6. Then you add the next digit plus 0. So 1 times 6 plus 6 will give me 6. Then you multiply the next digit by what? By your base what? Base 6 times 6, which is equal to what? 36. Then you add the next digit. Sorry, let's do it in this way. So my answer is 6 now. Times what? Times 6. Times my base 6 again, which is equal to what? 36. 36. Then you add the next digit plus 3. Plus 3, which is equal to 36 plus 3 will give us 6 times 0 as 1 times 6, 6 plus 0, that's 6. Then 6. So our answer 6 times 6 is 36. Then 36 plus 3 will give us 39. Then multiply by your base again, that's 6. So 9 times 6 is 50. 9 times 5, 45. 9 times 5 is 45. Then 9 times 6 is 54. That's 4. Carry 5. Now 6 times 3, that's 18. 18 plus 5, that is 23. Now plus, you bring out down the next digit, plus 4. So which is equal to 238 base what? Base 10. So that is the second method, using what? Successive multiplication. So let's take one more example. Let's look at a number with decimal points. Let's look at numbers with decimal points. Number 3. Convert 207.65 base 8 to base 10. So I'm going to use power expansion method. 207.65 base what? Base 8. So let's put the power of their place value. Then don't forget that this time around we're having what? Whole number and decimal number. We have combination of whole number and decimal number. So let's put the place value of the whole numbers first. So the first one is 0, 1, 2. Then the decimal number, the place value of the first digit is -1. Then the place value of the second digit is what? Is -2. Then let's multiply out with our base. So 2 times your base, 2 times 8. 2 times 8 raised to power your what? The power of your place value, raised to power 2, plus the second one will be 0 times 8. 0 times 8. Then your place value is what? Is 1, plus 7 times what? 8. 7 times 8. Then the place value of that is what? Is 0. Then plus the next one is what? 6 times 8. 6 times 8. Then the place value for 6 is what? -1. Then lastly, 5 times 8. Then the place value is -2. So 5 times 8 raised to power -2. Now, so this one will now be 2 times, and 8 raised to power 2 means 8 times 8, plus 8 raised to power 1 is the same thing as what? Is the same thing as 8. That's 0 times 8. Then plus any number raised to power is 0 is what? Is 1. That will be 7 times 1 now. 7 times 1. Then plus 6 times. Let's change this 8 raised to power -1 to fraction. 8 raised to power -1 to fraction. It will be 1 over 8 raised to power 1. That is, the minus we change to 1 over the minus. We change to 1 over then 8 raised to power 1, plus the next one is 5 times. Then this minus we change to 1 over then 8 raised to power 2. Then we can open the brackets now. 2 times 8 times 8 is 64. Then 64 times 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. So that's 128 plus 0 times 8 will give us 0 plus 7 times 1 will give us 7, then plus 6 times 1 will give us 6, then over 8 raised to power 1 is what? Is 8. Then plus the next one, 5 times 1 will give us 5. Then 8 raised to power 2 means 8 times 8. 8 times 8. So 8 times 8 will give us what? 64. So 64. Then add the whole numbers together. 127 plus 7. 128 plus 7 will give us 135. Then plus, so what will be the SM of what? 8 and 64. That will be what? 64. Then 8 in 64 is 8. Then 8 times 6 will give us 40. 8 times 6 will give us 48. Then plus 64 in 64 is 1. 1 times 5 will give us 5. So which is equal to 135 plus 48 plus 5. 48 plus 5 will give us 53 divided by what? Divided by 64. So change this 53 over 64 to decimal number. Change that 53 over 64 to decimal number. It will give us 0. It will give us 0 point, or we can do it, we can split it if you like. Then the final answer will now give us 0.8125. So add this 0.81215. So it will now be 135 plus 0.828125. So the final answer will be 135.135.82815 base what? Base 10. Base 10. So that is the final answer for that. So we have come to the end of today's class. To enjoy this class, subscribe to Royal Learning Channel, share this video with your friend, and comment. Bye.